Hey guys, Gary with Door Closers USA. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. We go over pretty much everything commercial doors. So today, what I thought I'd go over are commercial door hinges. Now, if you're ever shopping around for commercial door hinges, you may get overwhelmed. So I'm sort of going to break it down for you. The easiest ways possible. I would say these hinges that I'm going over will cover about 99% of door installations out there, at least for the typical architectural spec door system. So how I can break it down is essentially there are going to be two types of door hinges that I'll talk about. The first is going to be like the hollow metal door or steel door, commercial steel door type of hinge, or commercial interior wood door type of hinge. So these hinges, I'll show them to you here. Here it is here. These hinges are 4.5 inches. If you measure from here to here with the hinge open, by 4.5 inches. And they're also the square corner type. So here is the hinge here. On hollow metal steel doors and commercial wood doors, the standard hinge prep is the 4.5 inch by 4.5 inch. So if you're needing to replace your commercial steel door hinge or wood door hinge, I would first obviously verify by measuring that. Just simply take a tape measure, open the door and measure end to end. So you should have 4.5 to 4.5 on these measurements here, the width and the height. The next thing you want to do is they come in two different configurations in terms of the bearings. So this right here, you can tell is a ball bearing commercial door hinge. You can see the bearing right here. Now the ball bearing hinges are going to be much more heavy duty than the plain bearing hinges, which or essentially hinges without bearings. So that's an easy way to identify is when you look at the door, look for the actual bearing right here and you can verify. So this is what we call a standard weight hinge. It's 2 ball bearing, 1, 2. Again, this is what you're going to find on the majority of your hollow metal steel doors or your commercial wood doors. Now, depending on the frequency of use and how heavy that commercial door may be, they might have the heavyweight hinge. So here's the heavyweight hinge. It's still going to measure 4.5 inches here to here and 4.5 inches here to here, so width and height. But you can see it has 1 bearing, 2 bearing, 3 bearing, 4 bearings here. And it's going to be a lot more durable and for heavier use, higher frequency. Now, if you have the standard weight hinges like these, but you notice they're always wearing down, you can definitely upgrade, because as you can see, the hinge pattern, the hole pattern is the same and the hinge size is the same. This hole pattern on the hinge is standard for commercial steel doors and commercial wood doors. So like I said, if you have a hollow metal door or wood door and it's commercial grade, 1 3/4 inches thick, you're going to be looking at these hinges. There are obviously applications where they have some specialty hinges for unique door situations, like swing clear hinges, for example, or different hinges of that nature. But for the most part, this will cover everything. So those are the two types of hinges. Now, another thing to note, and again, the hinges we offer on our website are going to be what's used in the industry as a standard. We try to not list products that are sort of the unicorn products, because it draws confusion, and two, most people don't have those applications. Now, can we offer them to you? Of course, call in for a quote. But in regards to these hinges here, if you look closely, so there's the standard weight and the heavyweight. You'll notice that there's a set screw here, right here, that goes right in from the knuckle into the pin. And then same thing with this. Let's look for it. There it is right there. And that's where the set screw goes, through the knuckle and into the pin. These are what we call non-removable pin hinges, NRP hinges. So that's pretty much all we offer, but they're great. We utilize these on all of our commercial steel doors and commercial wood doors, mainly because if you have an outswing door where the door is closed and the barrel of the hinge is exposed to the outside, somebody can't just pop out the pin and then remove the door off the hinges and get into your building. So having the non-removable pin ball bearing hinges are extremely important for both security and safety. So that's what we offer. And this is in what you're looking at right now is US 26D satin chrome finish, which is going to be pretty much standard on most door applications. We do offer a variety of other finishes such as dark bronze and things of that nature. Those will be available on the website, but I'll put a link down below, guys. So again, this is covering steel doors and wood doors. Now, the second type of door system is what I call storefront aluminum doors, or storefront glass doors. These doors are a different construction than the steel doors and wood doors. Now, most of them actually utilize pivot hinges, which, I have other videos explaining what those are and how to replace them. But what I'm talking about today are simply the butt hinges. So when it comes to storefront doors, what you're going to be looking at is similar sort of hinge design. Here's one right here. So if you actually measure this, what you're going to have is you have 4 inches for the width and 4.5 inches for the height. So you could tell, compared to the butt hinge on a hollow metal door, you could see they both have that 4.5 inch height, but you could tell that the width is only 4 inches for the storefront. So that's the difference. And then as well as this, you'll notice as well that the corners are not square, they're actually 1/4 inch radius. So that's how you can tell for a storefront door. So again, with these hinges, we also offer, for security reasons, the non-removable pin. Now these are actually the 2 bearing type. We also have the 4 bearing as well, but this is the common hinge here. And then with storefront doors, they're usually clear anodized or dark bronze anodized. So we also have a dark bronze version as well here. So these are what we would use on storefront glass doors. And then these are, like I said, these are going to be primarily the hinges that you're going to run across in most commercial buildings, especially any architectural spec door. When it comes to storefront doors, you'll notice sometimes, like when we offer our storefront doors, we always offer them with three butt hinges, just so that the door is more stable and those hinges won't wear down. But there are some storefront door manufacturers who offer 2 butt hinges. So just depending on which door brand you have and how it was purchased will determine, how many hinges you may need. But these are sold in sets of 3. Same with the steel door hinges. And then with the steel door hinges, the standard door sizes are typically 7 foot, and that'll utilize 3 butt hinges for the steel or wood door. And then as you go to the 8 foot tall doors, you're going to be looking at 4 butt hinges. So if you do have an 8 foot tall door, unfortunately, you just have to buy 2 sets of the hinges, because they're 3 to a pack. So you have a couple extra, but that's just the way that they're sold. So that pretty much wraps it up. I'll also do installation video in terms of storefront door hinge replacement. I'll do an installation video as well on the steel door and wood door hinge replacement as well. Both standard weight 2 bearing and heavyweight 4 bearing ball bearing hinges. So I hope this helps, guys. If you have any other questions about hinges, comment below. All this is available at doorclosersusa.com. If you need any help identifying what hinge you might need, give us a call, email us. We're more than happy to help. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.